Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, subscribe. And to all the returning friends and family, y'all already know it's peace and blessings. I'm gonna give y'all some time to tune in. First things first, you know how I do it. I hope everybody's having a blessed and productive Thursday. Hopefully everybody is getting to their destinations or have made it there safe. Hopefully everybody be able to get through the hustle and the bustle of the day. We almost towards the weekend again, y'all. So hope everybody stay blessed and stay safe as well. I want to take the time to thank those who popped in last night. I appreciate everybody who popped in for the lives yesterday, just like I appreciate y'all that tuned in for the music. Gotta forgive that early in the morning. Sad part is I'm not even outside. That's how loud it sounds right now. I ain't even outside. This is crazy out here. But it's the morning session, so I should have been asleep by now, but no, I gotta chime in with the people in the morning, see what's going on, man. I see you, Tanya. Blessings. Anita, blessings. Coach Sterling, you already know, salute. Like I said, I appreciate y'all that tune in and rock with your boy, regardless of what. I'm gonna make something quite clear though this morning, and I think this will always remain firm when I say this. Some people are not gonna like you. Some people don't know you and don't like you. Let me tell you what I think about that situation. I honestly don't care because I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing. I'm going to continue to do what works for me. I'm going to continue to keep striving for greatness regardless. It ain't just about views, numbers, and all that other shit like some of these people be worried about. No. What I'm worried about is general awareness and waking people up, like what I'm about to bring this morning. Again, public service announcement to some of you parents out there. You will have to really get in tune and get your kids in line with certain things. And I say that because, again, respect goes a long way. I see you, Scorpio lady. Blessings. Glad y'all all tuned in. Kenny, my guys, what's good, bro? Top of the morning, top of the morning. I don't know how long we'll be on this live, though, but I just felt like I needed to tune in and say a few things, get some shit off my chest. Again, I feel some of y'all parents need to really get your act in order and get your kids in order and get them straight before they fall victim to either the penal system, how you want to say it, or they get wrapped up in a box and gone forever. I'm sorry to sound like that because it's real prevalent now that some of y'all really get in tune and see what the hell your kids are getting into. And if you know your kids is in the wrong type of shit, how could you sit here and uphold them in it? Oh, I think I know why, because some of y'all are still doing the same exact shit. Or you're encouraging the same exact shit. I don't know what's going on in this world right now, but it's like a lot of you parents are not taking heed to these messages, not just from me, but in general. Man upstairs give you a clear visual day in and day out, and some of y'all refuse to even look at it. Again, if I know my kid is under the age of 15, 16, his ass supposed to be in school, not sitting on somebody's fucking corner talking about, yo, I got some bud if you need it. Get the fuck out of here, man. Sorry to sound like that, but that chick ticked me off this morning. Yo, I got some bud if you need it. Nigga, I watched you come out of Pampers a couple shit, not even fucking 15 years ago. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Me buying bud from a kid? Get the fuck out of here. It won't happen. And this is why I'm saying it seems like some of these kids is really in tune with you trying to get this fast money. But I'm starting to see some of y'all coming from drug infested families and it can't be helped. That's the sad part. And that's no, it really is the sad part, Kenny, because if you know your kid is doing something they ain't supposed to be doing, you're supposed to check them. Especially if it's both parents sitting in the fucking house. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Both parents supposed to be on point with their kids regardless. Instead of their asses sitting around and not doing shit, they supposed to be learning something, getting something. If they ain't gonna do either of the above, then they need to be shipped off somewhere where they can learn values, learn how to really be a productive citizen in life, and not just a waste of fucking sperm. Sorry to say it like that too, but some of these kids, I'm sorry, they all waste. As much as you try to help, some people they once they stuck in the belly of the beast, that's it. You know, and it's sad. It really is because, like I said, when you supposed to be going to school like everybody else is going to school, you on the corner talking about some yo, I got some bud if you need it. If you don't get the fuck out my face, I'm a whole grown man at the end of the day. Shit. And it's sad because I know this kid moms and all, and if I was to sit here and say something in a calm note, she'd probably get upset. But then again, I don't give a fuck. Your kid ain't gonna be coming to me talking about I got bud. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You better go on about your business and go to school. And I think he probably doing more than that. But niggas ain't gonna say nothing a lot of times. They already know certain people, especially people like me, I don't want to hear that shit. Give a fuck what you talking about. You can't sell nothing to me if you ain't old enough to sell me nothing. Sorry. Only way a kid could offer me or sell me anything is they behind the counter doing something constructive. Other than that, nope. It's really sad, man. A lot of y'all parents need to really wake up and wisen up. You letting your kids do certain things, and then you know for a fact it's going to come with consequences and repercussions. You got your kid out there, and they out there hustling, doing whatever. Guess what? Depending on what they hustling, now they got to worry about shit. They got to worry about cops running down on them, or they got to possibly worry about other people who probably got beef with whoever they dealing with coming at them. And if your kid ain't ready for that shit, he shouldn't be out there in these streets. That's the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all don't fucking check your kids when you're supposed to check them. And some of y'all just say, well, if you feel you that grown, go ahead, do what you do. That's not a way of parenting, man. If my kid is trying to get out of pocket to a degree, I'm gonna check his ass. Or I'm gonna check her ass, whichever one. Don't matter. You will get checked to the fullest extent. There's times when my god kids know they did some wrong, fucked up shit, and I checked them right then and there like a godparent is supposed to. Because in the event something happened to your parents, I am the next parent or the next kindy. I see you, Angel. Blessings. Uncle L, salute my guy, top of the morning. I see all of y'all in the building, you know. But this is something truthful, though. You know, it's sad because some of these kids are gonna be in the same damn boat because the cycle is not being broken by the parents. I feel like this with some of y'all parents, however y'all was raised or whatever y'all was taught, some of that shit need to get out of the window, especially if it's not leading to anything positive. Period. Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. There's some things you just don't do. We glad too, so glad everything all you know, I'm about to ask you the question in the morning. What's up with Paco, baby? What's up with Paco, baby? But in all seriousness, though, it really needs to change, man. The dynamics of everything gotta change, man. Some of y'all expect y'all kids to be top notch when they get in the world, but if they don't know the simplest thing like how to add, subtract, or even have proper etiquette, or just do the right things when they supposed to, then how the hell you expect them to be anything in life? I'll wait for that answer. You know? What happened now, Score? About the last time you told me you was good, what happened, Score? Don't tell me you got sick again, man. Don't tell me he got sick again. My bad, y'all. I'm multitasking. I just got finished cooking actually too while I'm burning up this good old steam grass. You know how to do it. But this is a genuine topic that's always going to be discussed too, because guess what? We seeing this shit day in and day out. And I might not be the best example. Yes, I'm a pothead extremist, but guess what? It's just some things I'm not going to do around the kids, period. And if you ain't old enough to be around me, you shouldn't even be coming around me saying anything about any type of drug, period. I don't give a damn what it is. I hope you feel better though, Scorp. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I know you just was well and all that, but praying that he does get better. I know that's your little comfort pet and all of that. You know? Oh shoot, never mind. Oh, he probably got a hairball. If he doing stuff like if he sound like he retching sis, he probably just got a hairball. And sometimes them hairballs don't come out right away. I ain't gonna hold you because my little fur baby sometimes be hacking on his own hair. I gotta trim his ass down a little bit later too. Thank y'all for reminding me. See, I'm multitasking. I ain't been to sleep since I got off work. I had 2 jobs yesterday actually. I went to go paint somebody's room slash whatever, whatever. I paid for that. Didn't get no rest. Came in here, messed with y'all, went straight to work. Didn't even go to sleep at work. Don't need it. I'm up. I see you in here, Angel. I see everybody in here. You know, for those who just tuned in, just hit the like button. Like I said, it's just real, genuine shit, though. Some of y'all gonna have to understand that regardless to how you may feel, you might have been raised different, but that don't mean you're supposed to raise your kids in the same light. If you know you wasn't raised to do certain things, don't start having your kids doing it, man. And don't think that it's okay for them to do. See, I can respect certain things. Like something was brought up to me earlier, and I respected it, even though I know it's a different view. But I respected it because the kid actually came to his mother and told her. And at least he didn't hide it. But he's not doing nothing as we speak. But I'm just saying he at least came and said something to his mother, which is rare that a kid would really come to their parent and tell them anything. Because sometimes these kids be scared to even say something. They don't know how the parent going to react. But I did respect it though because he went up to her and said, "Yo, um, at this age, I might want to try this." Now, even though it was weird, you know, he at least he came to her and told her what it was. Now she didn't get as crazy as the aunt did, but even still, it was just like, all right, at least he came to me and told me the truth, you know. But then when the aunt went crazy, that's when he just put his 2 cents and said, "Well, you know what? Well, when I'm 21, you can't tell me what I can and can't do." And I respected that because he at least came to his mother first and said what it was, even though, you know, some parents probably like, "I don't want you doing nothing really," but at least he came there and told her, "I'm thinking about doing this when I turn 18." You know, and then when the aunt started going crazy after the mother didn't really have a crazy reaction because what could you expect? At least the mother was happy that, you know, all right, he came to me, he told me what it was, and he didn't hide or he didn't just try to do it behind my back. But when he came and just said, "You know what, I'm gonna eliminate all this, I'll wait till I'm 21, then this way nobody can't say nothing." I respect that. Because I feel once you do get a certain age, you are technically a young adult. So you got to start making your own decisions. Whatever you feel is right for you is whatever is right for you. I see you, Isaiah. Blessings. I had y'all all tuned in this morning. You know, like I said, I definitely be on the ball when it comes to that. Just like I said, there should be no reason why it's this early in the morning. I'm coming off of work. And the first thing, "Yo, I got some bud if you need it." And the kid don't even look fucking 15, 16. Like, come on, bro. Why it seem like all the youngins is getting pushed into the dumb shit? If it's not by the parents, it's just getting pushed to the dumb shit, period. Like, that don't need to be pushed on. And then you know what it is? Some of these kids are going to make their own decisions thinking that they grown regardless. So again, that's where there's always a mixed bag at sometimes. And at the end of the day, I feel like this. Nothing should be forced on the kids except education, development, and growth. That's it. It's the only thing I feel should be forced on kids. Because your kids got to learn. Your kids got to grow. Your kids got to understand and be ready for this cold, unquote, cold ass world when they get older. And see, the problem is some of these kids get pushed to being adults before they even had a childhood. And I've seen this happen at least once in my life. I even had one person tell me the reason why he was doing certain things because he was so in and out of jail that he didn't have a childhood. But my thing was, I told him, I said, yeah, but guess what? Part of that is not everybody's fault. You can't blame the world for your mishaps. You could have avoided going to jail a multitude of times, but you just wanted to be down. You wanted to prove to everybody that this is who you are and this is what you want to do, and you want to have a hood name. So you get what you put out. Appreciate you for dropping those links, Angel. Who the hell calling my damn house early in the damn morning, man? No, I don't answer private numbers. I don't see a number, nigga, you don't get answered. But you know, just it's real simple, man. It really is. You know. No, I appreciate you, Scope. No, but see, this is the thing, and I did not refer from what I said at any time, and I didn't refrain from it at all. You want to know why I didn't refrain from it? Because this is just stuff that we see every day that needs to be said, that needs to wake the people up, and some people don't want to touch on it because everybody going to have an emotional viewpoint on certain things, but you can't have an emotional viewpoint when it comes to logics and when it just comes to all in all integrity. You can't fucking sit there and run around that. You can't. I don't give a damn how much you try to run around truth. Guess what? That shit gonna be sitting right there in your face when you come back to reality. And that is a truth right there. It's sad that these youth are pushed in situations the way they can't even be kids. It's like as soon as they out the womb, they gotta be an adult already. No. And another thing that I have noticed is some of you single women and some of you single men. I'm not gonna I'm calling it down the middle. Some of y'all single parents, y'all have too much stuff going on with you to a point where now you probably going to definitely lose sight of what your child is doing because you're more focused on whatever it is you're focused on. And some of you parents will push your kids. My thing is, you got more than 4 kids, 5 kids, and you expecting either the youngest or the oldest to be in charge of everything in case something happens. No. You can't push certain things. Like I watched something that happened on TV and the lady was trying to, I feel where she was coming from to a degree. But then again, she was still wrong because if you're working all these hours, you got all these kids, and I'm the oldest, and I got to make sure they did their homework. I had to make sure that food was cooked, all this other stuff. Of course, that's going to be too much responsibility for a young kid, especially at 14. I don't care. That is a strenuous work because you still trying to figure out what you got to figure out on your own, and now you got to fend for everybody else. You know what's going on, Realist? What's going on, my guy? Yeah, Scorpio. You know what? Sometimes you're just gonna have to forgive people, like I said, even when you don't want to. It's not because you have to. It's because sometimes it is just best for your soul. You forgive and you move on, but you don't forget neither, because sometimes that will give you that lesson in life that you need. I just feel like this. Like again, some kids are pushed into a limit where they gotta be adults before they really adults. Then you're gonna have those who haven't been in the belly of the beast yet to a degree, but because there's no real help, there's no real support. A lot of these kids are gonna get pushed to the streets, especially when you got, like I said, single parents who are more focused on everything else than the kids in particular. And the sad part I felt about that kid was because They took him to court for something. But my thing is, he's a young kid, number one. Number two, he had already admitted that he had a problem. And he only had just got that problem because it was stressful on him. I got to come home. I got to meet. First of all, some days I'm missing school because I got to make sure my siblings is good. And then when I get to school, it's like, shoot. When you put in that much pressure on a kid to be an adult, it's never a good thing. And some of y'all parents got to understand that shit too, man. You can't push your kids to be older than what they are. Because guess what? Even when you think they old enough to do certain things, they still not by law old enough to do certain things. You think you're gonna be able to send your kid to the liquor store before the age of 21? Nope. They gonna be able to get you cigarettes and shit like that? Nope. Because they really cracking down on that shit too to a degree. Cutthroat, what's good, my guy? Top of the morning. But this is how it is over here. When you come here, you're gonna get serious topics and serious discussions, regardless, because again, it's the shit that you see on a day in and day out. And at no point should any kid be out there hustling, doing whatever. I don't give a fuck what the circumstance is. They shouldn't be out there. When they could be trying to get an education and motivate themselves to be better, productive citizens, they shouldn't have to worry about, I'm just trying to get this quick dollar. But then some of y'all want to hustle, but then you hustle backwards. You hustling just to get you some sneaks. You hustling to get you some gear. You hustling to get you a car. You doing the same huff shit that niggas was doing back in the day, but you doing it ass backwards. It ain't like you coming off. This drug game that everybody think is still alive is dead, basically. If you ain't smoking no weed or doing something else outside of that, everything else in them fields is dead right now. And if they not dead, they dying off. And that's what I'm saying. We have to understand that. Some of y'all think that this game is going to be it. All right. The game still has all the consequences that it had before. It's just now you ain't making all that big money like you was making back in the day. See, back in the day, man, everybody named mama was on the shit. But then now you got some people who ain't even fucking smoking that shit. I knew 3 dope heads in particular that been dope heads half their life. The minute they got locked up, came home, now all of a sudden they don't even smoke. They don't even think about that shit. These niggas be copping sacks of weed, so I need a half. I need an ounce. Now I'm still looking at them funny, like, cause I'm expecting them to say, I need some of that hard stuff. But when they really just said weed, I'm like, yeah, that's how I know certain shit's drying up. Certain shit definitely drying up because like I said, in that field of expertise, it was money really being made. But then now look, times have changed. Some people be sitting out there damn near all day and be lucky if they make at least make they re-up in they fucking little profit money. Some niggas be sitting out there from sun up to sundown. And you got some that they already know, I'm gonna just come out on certain days and I know it's drinking, and other than that, I'm not even gonna be out and about. See, money is the root to evil, and I've always believed that, yes, but it's depending on who the hell has the money. Because there's a lot of people who have gotten money and they've done the right things and continue to do the right things, and God has continued to keep blessing them. But then you got those who just are for show, like I said. So, it is what it is. But all in all money ain't good money sometimes, because you could be offering me something right now, but what I gotta do to get that? I got a job for you, son. It's gonna pay $500. All right, what's the job? But see, that's the problem. Some of these people don't even fucking ask what the job is. They just down to do it because it's some money. You gotta start thinking clear before you start making rash decisions, man. Seriously. Because again, you got some people who feel, all right, this is what I need right now. This is what I'm gonna get. This is what I'm gonna do right now. And even if you feel that's what you gotta do at that time frame, don't let that be your career job. Find something to do. And the problem with some people is that some don't know when to leave the game. That's the problem. It's almost like with a gambler. Some gamblers are gonna know when to quit. Some gamblers are gonna fucking spend damn near their whole hard-earned money just to try to get back whatever. It's like an addiction. See, money is an addiction. That's where it comes to root the whole evil because it's an addiction to some people. Some people it's just money is money. You're gonna have it one minute, it's gonna be gone the next. So, like I said, while you sitting here trying to go ape shit, yeah, you want to build wealth, you want to acquire that, you want to do that, but it's about how you maintain it. Because at some point you might have to stop doing whatever it is you don't. Yo, Kev, salute, my guy. Top of the morning. I see you, biracial. Missed you last night in the club. We was in there cutting up. Don't worry, might be cutting up again tonight after poetry night, depending. But all in all, like I said, it's not about how much you. It's not about how much you attain, but how much you sustain. Because I can have $1 million right now, but if I don't know how to sustain that shit should be gone within 24 hours. And that's how some people logic is. I can have this money right now, but it could be gone in an instant. Why? Because sometimes y'all decide to purchase shit that you know you really don't need or you don't need to acquire, period. Like I said, some of y'all, the money that y'all been spending on whatever, y'all could have been putting that towards investments, towards keys, tools, to building, and everything else. You know? Okay, no doubt. Mhm. I appreciate you for popping in, though, sis. No doubt. Definitely. You know? Yeah, and that's the one thing some people fail to realize is that times you're not going to be able to provide the way you want to. But the man upstairs does see what's going on, and sometimes he will open up a doorway for you to start providing again. But sometimes you have to look at the overall message. Like I said, I could be on top of the world right now. It's almost like in the world of entertainers. I could be on the top of the world today, and tomorrow I could be a distant memory, depending on what's what. And if it's not about what move I made or what things I did to upset people, it could just be, all right, well, we already had this type of whatever. We don't need this right now. You know? Yeah, we definitely missed you in the club last night. Roster Girl was in here turning up. Oh, good ass hot tea in the morning. It's starting to rain again. Yes. Yes, baby Pablo. Yes. It's weather been upside down, but at least it's still warm. I don't got no breeze coming through the window, so I know I'm in for a world full of hurt when I go back outside at some point. You know? Yeah, because see, this the thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, yo, Cut, you said something that's interesting, but you also said something that it's not far off neither. Like I said, yeah, with more money comes more responsibilities, more problems, etc., etc. But that doesn't necessarily mean it could cause evil. But that's just a part of life sometimes. You're gonna keep acquiring new bills, especially if you buying things that you know you might that's not like you might need. Prime example, you're always gonna pay car insurance and all that other shit because you need a car. You're gonna always pay rent because nigga you need somewhere to keep your ass in. You're always gonna pay your phone bills, keep whatever it is you're doing bill wise. You're gonna always have to pay those bills regardless. That's just part of being an adult. Even when you're a young adult in your 20s and you doing what you're doing, you'll always have new shit at it because yeah, you're working that. Like I said, forgiveness is a key tool, definitely. But then again, there are some things that just can't be forgiven. Prime example, um, anything along the lines of molestation, rape, pedophilia, any of that shit, pedophilia, all of that. Even the one that's for the teenagers, I keep forgetting that one. But just like I said, those is unforgivable acts. Killing is an unforgivable act. Even though some people can be forgiven, it's still unforgivable in the man upstairs eyes because you got to walk around with that blood on your hands, bro. Because you just killed one of your brothers, regardless. You know, but again, some of y'all parents really got to stop pushing your kids into the streets and really make sure, even if they are on the streets, make sure they doing the right things, man. Like what happens to, like I said, everybody having watchful eyes out for people's kids and everything else. Because if I see your kid doing something wrong, if I got kids, I would expect you to tell me the same. Yo, I just seen your kid doing some shit. Or I just seen your kid over here. I don't know if you know it. That's how it was back in the day. It feel like it ain't that way no more at all, and it's sad because now you got kids that should be in school. They outside talking about some, yo, I got that if you need it. What? Nigga, take your ass to school. Do that. You're not learning nothing on these fucking streets. Only thing you learning is how to be a fucking victim or a target. And if you learn anything, you just learning this is all you gotta know in life. I gotta hustle to fucking maintain. I probably gotta shoot and kill just to maintain. And I gotta do all this just to keep myself all in one piece. You're gonna make yourself a target, not just by quote unquote opposition. You're gonna make yourself a target because cops are always gonna be paying attention to certain shit regardless to what you think. You know? Damn, some good ass hot tea. No, but all in all, forgiveness is always going to be a key element for regardless. You can only forgive certain acts. You can't forgive every act. You know, and depending on what it was, if it wasn't that serious, yeah, you can forgive. Even if you still feel the type of way, I forgive you, but right now it just is what it is. That's more respectable than want to sit here and say I forgive you, and then every time I look, I gotta either keep throwing that shit up or whatever. It's corny. Hey, Mish, blessings. Top of the morning, sis. You know, and see, certain acts are gonna be unforgivable because if you could push your kids further and further into the streets, that's an unforgivable act. That's almost in the sense of you prostituting your kid out because you're not trying to see them grow, you're not trying to see them be better, you're not trying to see them become something productive in life. You just want them out there for whatever reasons. And again, even if your kid is kind of acting out of pocket to degrees, two things you always got to remember. You still have the option to discipline your kid. And if you ain't going to discipline them, or if you feel you just did whatever and they still doing whatever, then you ship their asses off somewhere where they get the general picture. And I remember some kids back in the day that I used to go to school with, they was definitely on the terms of about to be dead before 21. Parents wouldn't have stepped in and did what they did. A lot of these ones I know now wouldn't even be where they at now. Some of them had to fucking get up out the house and learn that, nigga, this is what it is. You want to have a respect in life for certain things. You're not going to be able to say and do what you want to do. And once you, I think, are not used to, I think once you even remotely get the fuck out of a boot camp or whatever that they sent you to, your ass don't think about going back nowhere. Nowhere at all. Why? Because some of y'all are not used to people waking you up out your sleep before 5 in the morning, talking about drills, doing this, doing that. It's just like with the kids outside now. Some of these kids ain't fucking really ready to be out here going to bat like some of these adults was doing back in the day. It's clear as day. If you want to be technical, let's be real. Right now, you can have a group of kids right now, they could be the rough batch. Guess what? Out of everybody in that rough batch, if I guarantee you all of them get wrapped up, how much you want to bet at least 3 of them out of the 10 or 3, 4, maybe 5 are going to be up there singing like a motherfucker. Yo, it really wasn't me. You know, it's just, yada, yada, yada. No. Y'all want to be a part of a game or a gang or any of that other shit that y'all think is so cool. Guess what? There is still rules and regulations to certain shit that you do. And if you fuck up in the wrong way, that could possibly cost you your life. So if you know you're not prepared for that, don't put yourself in none of these positions. 6'7", I see you, my guy. Happy New Year's to you and yours, bro. I don't know if you was in here on New Year's night, but you know me, nigga, I'm hot. You know, like I said, it's just you're gonna always have topics like this that come up because again, this is stuff you see day in and day out. That shit really had me tight this morning. Yo, I got it if you need it. Got what? Fuck, I look like to you, man? The hell I look like buying fucking weed off of a kid that should have been his ass in school. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't that fucking hard up. And I stay with my own plug and my own fucking supply anyway. So nigga, you can't offer me nothing. Black Rain, top of the morning, my guy. You all ready? For those who just tuned in, you already know, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the shadow watchers that be fucking with your boy for real. You know? But all in all, it is truth. It's unforgivable for some parents to not pay attention and lose focus on their kids when these is your offspring. These are supposed to be the future generations that's holding down the family tree. And if half of your family tree is already damaged, I could expect the whole tree to fall down at some point. So I said there's certain cycles that you know could be broken. And you know, it's crazy. I feel you, bro. That's how it's supposed to be, my guy. Shit. You know, but you're gonna have some people that don't want to hear these topics because you just yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep bringing this fucking awareness, and I'm gonna keep saying what the hell is on my mind because a lot of y'all motherfuckers are scared to say shit, and the ones that ain't scared to say shit are the ones that's rocking with me right now. Because I know, in fact, in real time, a lot of y'all be snapping on certain shit. So that's how it's supposed to be for real. Yes, I'm woke to a degree. I ain't super woke, but I'm woke. And I'm woke enough to know I'm not, again, in any sector but my own. So therefore, when I bring whatever I bring, it is what it is. And this is right here going to keep getting bought because you're going to always have situations like that. Kids that you watch come out the womb that should have been trying to still go to school and aspire to be something, out here trying to be hustlers now. Out here trying to be stick-up kids, all this other dumb shit. But guess what? Half of that shit y'all niggas think is cool and y'all think y'all glorifying it now. Wait till shit really gets real. And then you see this ain't a game no more. And some of y'all will learn because some of y'all really not built for that. You know, and it's sad. Again, like I told somebody, you know you don't want your kid in this type of mess. You need to be setting the best example possible. It's just that simple, bro. You cannot sit here and expect something to happen on when this is what's happening. You know? You know, there are some things in life that you can laugh at and just dust over. Then there's other things you gotta pay attention to. You gotta fucking stand firm on. And at some point, I am going to stand firm on that because I ain't see the mother yet. But when I do see the mother, I'll find out what's what. Because even if she does know, she knows she's gonna hear my mouth because this was almost like one of the family friends. Like this was close people at one point. But then it goes to show you too when you start messing with certain shit. It goes to show you this is where your mind goes in 0 to 100 real quick. But even still, sometimes people don't want to hear when you took. Guess what? I would rather see your kid not locked up or dead than your kid locked up or dead. Sorry, but you want me to fucking tell you. Exactly, bro. Like I said, you gotta look at it. You got some kids who was actually doing right, on the right path, but because of whatever background, sometimes it hindered whatever. Like I remember one story, the dude said he was actually on his way to going to college, playing football. Shoot, he was actually about to get looked out even for the NFL, and he had to stop what he was doing because situations occurred with both parents. So now he had to be the parent for the rest of the siblings. You know, which I feel sometimes that's a hurtful thing. You know, but it's sad. It goes to show you sometimes. You know, some parents will just quit And that's what it was on his end. His moms got locked up for some shit. Father got killed over some drug shit. So again, now I gotta be an overall parent because I got all these siblings that's not even 13, 14 yet. So now I gotta be the parent. So now I gotta stop what I'm doing just to make sure my family good. Yo, Alan, salute my guy. You already know, man. Like I said, stop forcing your kids out into these streets, man. Streets don't got nothing to offer your kids neither. Streets don't have nothing to offer nobody, really. I'm gonna just keep it honest. Streets only got offerings for those who want to play a part of that game and stay in that game. And some people claim that they only came in to do something to leave, but then they just got lost because they ain't know when to quit. I think the first time your ass get locked up or do some serious time, that should be your notion to quit. Nah, it's a whole fact, bro. Too many reoccurring situations. Like I said, you got kids who was on the right path now because the streets influence them, because the parents not giving two shits or really not putting their foot where they supposed to put their foot. Now the kids is doing something outside of whatever. Like I said, you're supposed to be the best example for your kids and everybody else's kids too, because guess what? Your kids are gonna have friends they interact with. And if you feel they not in the best of light, or if you feel this is not something that they should be around, you're supposed to tell them off the rip. But then again, some of your kids are going to make their own decisions. That's all you get. You either get that, you get either or. And if you lucky to avoid both, there's only two reasons you avoided both. It's either A, because you was really smart, stay low key, did what you did for the small time frame and got up out the game, or you already been through whatever, but because now you can't really do much, you might be paralyzed, you might be this, whatever. Now you had to stop. There's only two ways I see that happening. Other than that, you only get those two choices in the streets. And if you do find some opportunity in the streets, it got to be something that you putting in the streets for everybody to really say, nah, this is something positive we need. And the problem with some of y'all don't support when real shit is really happening. Y'all support all the fuck shit, all the negative shit, all the arguing and division, but you won't support real shit when people are trying to build together. That's the sad part about the reality. And that's the sad part, all in all. Because the world is really so desensitized that it's like, fuck it if I do, fuck it if I don't. It don't matter to me. That's a way that needs to get up out of everybody's mind frame too. Exactly. You want to have some people who, for a fact, I feel like this. In certain states, we know that 3-strike shit is real. But then there's other states that they don't take that shit as serious, because if you see some of the rap sheets from some of the people that done been back, you're like, well, damn, nigga, you should have been stayed the fuck home. Or you should have been stayed in here, because how the hell you keep getting up? And if you ain't snitching, how the fuck you just keep like slipping through the cracks? But you're gonna have people like that. Slipping all through the cracks, because if they ain't got nothing strong on them, of course you gotta let me go. Y'all like, come on. Then again, some of y'all shouldn't be in these fields of expertise, if that's what you call it, because guess what? The main code is for anything: no talking to police, no talking to people outside of your organization about shit. Those have dire consequences, and I see still to this day, doesn't matter if you're a big global gang or you a small subset. That part of the game never changed. You don't say shit. But if you know you ain't prepared for that shit, and if you a chatty patty, you done failed already. So you shouldn't even think about going into these fucking fields. I wish y'all niggas would shut up. I feel like I'm outside already. And I ain't even outside yet, y'all. Again, I'm still sitting in this damn crib. Rain, that's a whole fact though. Because then you got those who, like I said, you got those who you know for a fact is making a fucking noise, shaking the room somewhat, and you still want to be upset because somebody is bringing truth and genuine knowledge, and it's not entertaining what you think a nigga is going to entertain. So of course, that growth ain't gonna. I don't want that growth. You think this is the type of channel for beefing and all this other? Nah, you got me fucked up. And I keep telling people, read the description on the channel before you just pop up in here. Because it'll tell you straight up what the channel is about. And if you ain't on none of those lines of building and whatever else, or even trying to come up with something, you don't need to be here. I don't force nobody to do nothing they don't want to do. You don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. But don't think you're gonna come in here and try to disturb something, tell me some gossip about whatever. I don't honestly care about that shit because that shit is in one ear and out the other. Hey, Rachel, blessings. Like I said, this is what needs to be done and this is what needs to be said because regardless to what, I'm not gonna say this again. No, I don't have kids, but I have God kids, fool. And if you think I wasn't on their neck about certain shit, what makes you think I won't still be vocal about this type of shit now? Again, no kid should be getting pushed into the streets at a young age to offend or just try to be an adult when they supposed to be trying to get better education and just get better knowledge of the world that they living in right now. It does start from home though. You know? But I just feel like this now. Like, see, with weed now, certain states is legal. You can have a certain amount on you and they can't even mess with you. But if you got anything over that, yeah, they can still mess with you because they'll think that you're distributing weed or you're doing something. And I seen that happen with one of my dudes. He got locked up for more than 2 ounces of some shit. Well, no, he got locked up. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was fucking trafficking for a man. That's my nigga. I was like, this nigga here, boy. But nope, come to find out, my nigga really smoked crazy. That nigga said, I don't go out. He said, it's rare you gonna catch me buying weed every other week, every other month. Nigga, I stay enough with me so I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Which is respectable. And when the cop looked at him when he said that shit, like, this is all mine, this is all personal, they try to laugh it off, but then same situation happened to him twice. And this time they ain't even fucking take him in. They just let him go. Yeah, what's the odds of you catching the same cop that already fucking ran down on you once? It's rare you catch that. Caught the same cop. He was like, you again. This again. You know what? I'm gonna just write you a ticket. Go home. Yeah, because in certain spots now you can't really get mad. You know niggas is smoking weed. Right now, that's almost $1 billion industry with all these people that are making investments and stock growth and all that other shit. Come on there. Weed is the new drug. Weed ain't even the new drug, but it's the new drug now. You see more weed heads outside than you see dope heads. That's why I said that part of the game is drying up. The dope, crack, all that shit is dried up. Unless you in the spots where you know for a fact these niggas spend money for it and you gonna see them every day, that shit dried up. No, this shit crazy. I just had, hold on. Yeah, see, shit like that. That's another thing that, see, you know, this is the shit that I be talking about. You have some parents that are gonna do spiteful shit. And again, for some of y'all fucking single parents, there should be a clear example. Single mothers. If you know you got a baby father and you know he's still willing to do whatever for his kid and he trying to be in his kid's life, let him be in his fucking life, man. I don't understand how some of y'all don't get that picture. You that damn scorned or that damn upset that you won't even let this kid. This is why some of the kids act out the way they act out now. This is why some of the kids is in the streets now, because some of you single parents will not fucking take heed to the certain situations. The kids are always going to feel a type of way when they don't have both of their fucking parents in the picture. Wake the hell up. It takes two to raise children, but guess what? It takes a village to raise a whole community of children. And that's what some of y'all fail to realize, though, man. And some of y'all parents are bullies. That's the sad part. Some of y'all bully your kids, and your kids want to be a bully. When you could be breaking the pattern on something, you're continuing the pattern. So again, how can anything be productive if this is what the hell is happening? Yeah, some of them kids need their ass whooped, but guess what? Some of these parents are scared to discipline their kids because they feel, oh, I don't want no ACS case. I don't want this. Fuck out of here. No government, no establishment should tell you how to fuck to raise your kids. How to discipline your kids. How to no. When the kid is out of pocket, you're supposed to discipline them off the rip. If I sit here and allow my kid to do certain shit, even as a kid, watch me get older. And not to decide to check it. Dad, come on, you better let me do this. Come on now. Gotta fucking do what's right. Sad part, man. Can't force things on your kids. And if you're going to force anything, it should be education for them, not just for book knowledge, but for the streets as well. Give them that knowledge so they know what the hell to expect when they get in the real world. The problem is some of y'all want these kids to be adults before they even fully get into even puberty. That's not right. It's not right at all. Shit crazy, man. Some of them do need their asses whipped, because if somebody is telling you more than once about your child and you're not going to do anything about it, guess what? At some point, your child going to do something to somebody. They're not going to give a fuck about nothing. And your kid is either going to be locked up or dead. And then you're going to want everybody, you want to have an outcry, an outreach for the, no, nobody's going to want to hear that shit. Your kid running around here being a fucking menace to society and you ain't checking that shit, or you ain't even try to step in front of it and stop it, then you no good neither. You just as bad as him or her. And I look at it straight up like that. My mom's wasn't perfect, but guess what? It was just some things she wasn't doing in front of me, and I respected that. Hence why I said what I said. My mom's straight puffing. It wasn't puffing around me. Didn't accept it. My mom showed me everything outside of whatever negative she was doing. And even when I thought it was negative, it really ain't. Yeah, you're supposed to have a drink here and there. It's not supposed to be daily, but you are supposed to drink on festive occasions. That part I do know. There's just some things you just don't promote around the kids, period. You know? You know, and then you got some people who really get stuck in these situations where it's just like, damn, as much as you know you want to try to be there and help, sometimes no matter what you say or do, it ain't gonna fucking help. They already done been stuck in the beast too long. You know? It is sad though. And then, yo, Alan, that's the truth right there. That part right there is truth. Like I said, the world is so desensitized now. It's all about if it's not mine or my family, fuck everything. But then where that dynamic goes to, and when certain shit does happen, now you want to cry about, oh, but this should never be happening. You could have stopped it, or you could have broke some of that cycle, but you decided to just not act on it. So you can't get mad when shit is happening. No doubt, Angel. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you for doing what you did. You know, because these are topics you're gonna always get. And see, when you say shit like this, most people again are gonna come at you from an emotional standpoint. That's why certain things I just don't go back and forth with. I don't go back and forth with fools. I don't go back and forth with any type of ignorance. I definitely ain't going back and forth with anybody I know for a fact you just a plain hater. And you definitely don't want to see nothing happen. You don't get my energy. But you're going to get this energy when it comes to things that need to be said. It needs to be brought up, regardless to how you feel. Some of y'all have to realize that. And again, for some of y'all single mothers and you single fathers, because don't get it twisted, I know it can happen on either end. If you know the baby mother or the baby father are good people, are trying to be what they need to be in their kids' lives, let them. It's not that hard to do. But see, when you got women like that that'll keep a kid away from their, there's only two things I could see that happen. There's only two reasons I could see this happen. I could see you keeping the kids away from the father if you find out the father is a predator, you find out the father unstable, or if you find out that he really is a danger to him and you. Then that's the difference. You have all rights to keep that away. But then again, you got others who just want to keep the father away because you scorn, you mad, he probably don't want to be with you, but still want to build with his kid, or you just mad because you know things ain't work out the way you wanted it to work out, and you don't want to see that person be happy. So of course, what can I do to make them unhappy? Oh, I'm gonna not let them see their kid. See, and it be women like you that fuck up the game, because now when you got men like me or men like whoever who would really be a fucking stern and whatever, y'all fucking it up again. Fucking it up again. Because you're so scorned and so emotional, it's time to get out of that. A lot of y'all women gonna have to get up out of that. At the end of the day, guess what? Kids gonna need both parents, whether y'all can fucking stay together or not. They still gonna need both of y'all. And there shouldn't be no nothings regardless to what. Even if y'all both decide to move on with y'all lives and have whatever, you got kids together, so y'all always want to be linked. Therefore, you need to make sure your kid has both of them in your life regardless. Can't say that more clearly. Your dog, salute, my guy. Yeah, it's not too many men doing it. Breaks you, that is the truth, because most men, if they know that that's my kid, nigga, I'm taking care of him regardless. I don't care how I gotta do it. I'm taking care of my kid the way I gotta take care of my kid, and that's it. It ain't gonna be no, I'm gonna just leave you with this one. And then sometimes when y'all leaving these kids without both parents, guess what? This is how certain things happen. That's why I said for some of y'all single parents, if you know for a fact, all right, you and the baby mother or the baby father ain't seeing eye to eye, but it ain't nothing that serious the way y'all can't fucking like coexist. Coexist and raise that kid, whether y'all live in the same household or not. At some point, you know, the kids will understand what's what. Like, come on, man. Not saying that it can't be done, because yeah, single parent, there are some people who are single parents, damn near half of their time frame they had kids. And they did what they were supposed to. But then again, it's not an easy fucking job, especially when you know you need balance. Maybe I'm just wrong for the way I'm saying it, but I've always believed that when it comes to certain shit, a man is always going to be able to teach these kids exactly what needs to be taught, males and females. But see, the thing is, when it comes to females and certain other things, that's when the mother comes in the hand. I ain't telling you about tampons and all that other stuff, because I don't. That's just me. Certain things like that along those lines, nah. Let your mom talk to you about that. But everything else, I'm gonna talk to you about. Period. You know, they keep trying to make it seem like men are not stern figures or leaders or even teachers. No, don't ever get that shit twisted. Yeah, not everybody could be a leader, but not everybody deserves to be a follower either. Sometimes you gotta find what fits you and do what's right, even when you got kids. All right, I know this ain't work for me coming up, so let me not try to follow the same path while I'm raising mine. It's just that simple. But when you bring simple logics like this, everybody want to get emotional. Everybody want to, oh, but you did, you want to argue about logics and just common sense. And if you got time to do that, then that just goes to show me where your mind state is at, and that you really ain't all the way up in your fucking basket the way you're supposed to be. So I can't go back and forth with you on that. But at some point, y'all gonna have to take responsibilities. And again, some of you single parents have to take that responsibility and also accountability. Because when you sitting here doing shit like that, like some of you single mothers that want to be spiteful, you're being spiteful because either this person don't want to be with you, or y'all was together, things didn't work, he decided to move on but still want to be a part of his kid's life, and then you feel if I can't have them, then no, you can't even see your kid. What kind of fucking thinking is that? That's what gets me to believe that some of y'all women have probably came from that type of background at home. I'm gonna do the same exact shit. If I can't be with this person, if this person don't see things my way, then they can't see their kid. What fucking logic is that? I just want to know, explain to you what the logic is. Shit really crazy, man. The dynamic for a dude, if you having kids, nigga, you supposed to be a stern father, but also guess what? You ain't supposed to leave your seeds in everybody. Hence why I was said you go out, you find your significant other, and you build from there. You can't build if you got kids with multiple people everywhere. You can't. Sorry, you just can't. Like I said, I believe in that situation when I was talking about the young kid. Now the problem with him, he was drinking. I forgot what he did because it was on a court show, but then they was trying to really, and I'm like, the kid is young. The kid already was in here crying, and he already told you he had a problem, but you didn't hear it. And then on top of that, I'm glad the judge got on her to a degree, because how can you force any of this shit on a kid that's still not even a full adult yet? Kid is only 14. He just got into high school. Like, he damn near was lucky to get into high school. So I'm saying, y'all can't push certain things on these kids, and you can't be out here having a million kids if you can't even fucking stand by and provide or just give them the time that they need. The fuck, man? No, and the sad part is, I can say this: she was a worker, but it's just, this is a problem sometimes. This is why I said sometimes you got to have a balance in life. Yeah, you want to work, you want to get this, you want to get this money, you want to do all this extra shot, grant all that, but you still got to have a balance when you got kids, man. Your work can't be more important than your damn kids, and if that's the case, you shouldn't have had them in the first place. I know people who knew for a fact they wasn't going to have no kids because they feel that was going to stifle them or that was going to stop them from whatever it is they're doing. Y'all got to have that same mind frame sometimes. And some of y'all have a mind frame to think that if I bring another baby into the situation, is either I'm going to make this person stay or the new person we're definitely going to be stuck. No. No. Because if you ain't learned your lesson from Jump Street, you ain't going to never learn your lesson. Point blank. Got some that's just like how Scorp just said. They don't care. They only care about keeping up with the Joneses, doing this and doing that. And then you got some women that, like I said, just do shit out of spite because they are mad the man that they had a kid with don't want to be with them on that level no more. You can't get mad if things didn't work out and y'all both seeing that this is what's going to be the problem. Then why not come together for a common ground and come together for that kid? You know? You'll see situations like that. You will definitely see situations like that. Some situations, women out here looking all good, kids look like a hot mess. You know, at the end of the day, they're supposed to be a representation of you. So for you to allow them to come out in any way, shape, or form and they don't look presentable, what does that say about you? But see, when you say stuff like this, everybody want to get emotional again. But I don't care about that emotion shit because I don't deal with emotions. I deal with logic. You know. Hey, Dawn, blessings. Top of the morning to you. For those who just tuned in, hit the like button again. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know, this is how we do it over here. Gonna always get that real spit. And it doesn't matter how it's presented as long as the message is still clear as day. I could have had a million curses throughout this whole live, and guess what? Nothing deferred from any of the million messages that got said. So some things is gonna have to change. The dynamics for some of y'all men and women are gonna have to change, especially when you got kids in the world. And if from some of y'all parents, if y'all feel y'all not gonna check certain shit, guess what? Your kid is never gonna succeed at nothing in life unless you push them to succeed to do something. That's just real rap right there. You know, like I'm saying this too. Like something else I was about to bring up about entitlement, but that would be for a different live. I've seen a couple things in real time in the last week that I'm just looking like, yeah, that's the attitude of somebody that's entitled and feel like this is how it's supposed to be. Let me explain something to some of y'all quote unquote entitled people. If somebody is offering to take you out, doesn't matter where the fuck they taking you out at. If they offering to take you out, pay or do whatever, why should it be a problem about wherever y'all going to? As long as the person ain't taking you to McDonald's or Popeyes or somewhere where you know you can sit. No, if they ain't taking you to no fast food sit down place, why the fuck do you care? I see you, Mandy. Blessings. Like, why should you care? Hey, Hammer. Yeah, I see. I got a late notification though, but the next time you live, I'm coming through. I got you, sis. Glad all y'all back in town. Like I said, back in time for some good shit. You know, but all in all, I'm just saying, definitely got to change the dynamics, man. Because if you feel it's right for your kids to be out here and not being a productive part of life, then that means you ain't a productive part of life. And don't expect anything good to happen unless you push them to fucking make it happen. Nah, since we all love Popeyes, I'm saying you ain't going. If somebody is telling you we going out on a date, as long as you know you ain't getting taken somewhere where you know you can just grab something and leave, what do you care for? Girl got all uptight because the dude said, first of all, you answered his DM. He said he was going to take you out. He necessarily didn't tell you where he was taking you out. He just said he was going to take you out. And then you got mad because he brought you to, first of all, you popped up on him and the shit you was wearing. If you thought you was going to a fancy restaurant, they ain't going to let you in there. Not with the shit you was wearing. And in my opinion, that was kind of hoochie mama status because it's like, well, damn, you look like you ready either to go to the club or to the neighborhood party. So how you going to get mad when he said, I'm taking you to IHOP? Can't get mad. If you're not dressed a certain way, I can't sit here and say I'm going to take you on a date knowing if I know for a fact some of these spots have dress codes. Like, come on. It's just like the club. I can't say I'm going with you to the club and then I'm dressed for success. You not. They're not going to let you in. Yeah, but I'm saying the way she was dressed, you thought he was going to take. She made it seem like, oh, he was supposed to take her to some 5-star restaurant. And even when you go to those shits, you still have to have a certain dress attire. You can't just come in there with your regular hood shit on. They ain't gonna allow it. You know? And that's the problem. You like some of y'all have to learn to appreciate the finer things, but you also gotta appreciate the things that matter. But I forgot, when it's entitled people, they don't want to hear that shit. They gonna always feel a type of way because they've been either trained a certain way or they just been spoiled by certain people already, and that's what they used to. But I just feel like that's still being unappreciative, still being childish, because that person ain't even have to offer you nothing. If anything, it could have been on another lines. Yo, what's up? You want to let me bust your ass or something? It could have been on one of those type of lines right there, right? And if he had said something like that, it'd be, oh, you disrespectful. Oh, see, that's all you think about. But the man said, I'm going to take you out for something to eat, whatever, whatever. It doesn't matter. If he's taking you out to eat and paying for the shit, what the fuck are you crying for? Because you didn't go eat, thought you was going to go? No. Stop having your expectations so damn high in life. It's good to have good expectations, but not super high expectations. Because guess what? Some of your highest expectations still might fail you or be a little bit shorter than what you expected. That's the sad part. Like they always try to get this shit confused. Men, we appreciate and we learn to take in a lot of different things. We do have a stern side, but yes, we also have a side that we know how to embrace and do all this extra shit. Yes, we know all of that. We have that. Some of us coming from 2-parent homes, some of us coming from a 1-parent home, some probably raised by their grandfathers, grandmothers, whoever. But everybody as a man knows what they want, what they value, and what they need. And for the ones that don't, that's because they still thinking on little kid time. That's how it is. But again, nothing should defer from what I said earlier. It's time for some of you parents to shift the balance, get y'all dynamics in order for the better of these youngins, man. No reason, like I said, nobody kid should be out on these corners doing anything they ain't supposed to be fucking doing. They supposed to be either in school or you supposed to be home training them, showing them something. Period. And that is a sad part, though. See, that's the problem. Some people really fail to realize that. Men pay attention to a lot of different things. Certain things we might not act on, we might not say nothing on, but we pay attention to a lot. I'm one of them. I observe a little bit of everything before I even do anything. That's just how I've always been. But one thing I always felt like I don't care what's been given to me. I do appreciate it, especially if it was given from the heart. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna sit here and always, even if I don't say it, it's always gonna be love shown. It's the same way. Sometimes I don't even fucking do nothing. I just, son, what you gave me this for? Here, hold this. Yo, but Joe, son, you know what? Go on about your business, man. Enjoy that. You good. See, I'm different. But everybody know when I'm real because I'm the most fucking kind-hearted person you could think of until you push those buttons. Don't ever get that shit twisted. You know? I read through a lot of shit. And I read through that the last week or so. Some of these women have been so upset about certain shit, but you sound entitled. You sound like you was used to this, and because you're not in that category no more, that everybody you get with is supposed to be that. No. Nah, I know that. Trust me. You know, what the hell? Oh shit, my bad. Found something I was looking for like the last 3 weeks. At least I know it's in here. I ain't got to replace it. But it's sad. Again, some of y'all gonna have to get it together. Stop pushing your kids into these streets, and these streets don't got nothing to offer. And if you know, as a parent, you're supposed to check them on certain shit. Check them. Period. Stop being friends with your kids. Stop living through your kids. There are certain aspects that some of you parents should understand. You know your kid might have a talent in the sport, but he decide he want to build cars or he decide he want to be the next scientist, the next lawyer, whatever. You supposed to support him regardless of what the fuck he's doing. As long as he ain't doing nothing that could damage you, damage your family, damage your namesake, whatever. It's supposed to be the most important thing. Yo, Chris, you already know. Happy New Year's, my guy. You already know what it is, man. You already know how it is, though. This is how we do it over here. You know? But see, Scorp, this the thing. Sometimes advice that you think should have came years ago, sometimes it might come when you need it. Because then that's the type of advice or that's the type of knowledge you're going to be able to say, up. Now I could bring this to these people that I know might be for a fact going through the shit. Or could possibly end up going through it. You know? You know, but all in all, it's just to be something for everybody to think about. For those parents, again, time to really get on ball. Stop being friends with your kids and start being parents. And for you single parents that's doing the dumb shit by keeping the other parent away from the kids, you still are causing hurt, division, and toxicities that you really need to stop. Because when it's all said and done, guess what? The kids at some point are gonna fucking find out truth and they're gonna resent you more than they resent the other parent. If you out here putting out bad shit saying, oh, your father ain't shit, he out here doing this and he don't care about you, this, that, that. You meanwhile, this man is out here providing and doing what he's supposed to be doing. Because I've seen some people do it. Like, where you get all this shit from, his father? So why the fuck you making it seem like he? Oh, because y'all gotta stop that damn thinking, man. If a man is doing what he's supposed to do as a parent, let the man be a parent. The fuck, man? You can't make a judgment on somebody. Oh, he ain't gonna be no good parent. How the fuck would you know if you hiding them from the kid? Go on that. Yeah, I meant to tell you that, Scott. Chris been good. Chris was in here before the new year. I remember, matter of fact, I think he was in the live. Yeah, I think the week before New Year's, he was saying something about he was going on a trip. But I'm glad y'all had a good time, bro. Glad you and the family and everybody else had a good time. Like some people need to do. You know, get out and have a good time. But guess what? Sometimes you got to eliminate all the negative you expect to have a good time. Not saying negative don't happen wherever it happens, but no. If you ain't surrounding yourself around it, you usually about good. You know, but all in all, don't let nothing I said go over your head. Time to get these kids in tune. And it's time for some of y'all to get in tune, not just with yourselves, but your spirits. Because trust me, this is going to be a long ass battle I see coming. It's not going to be an easy one, but it's going to be a well fought one. Everything in life is just decisions and calculations. That's all you got to think about. If you are deciding to make the best possible options happen, then you keep continuing to do so. And let no hater nor anything else stand in your way. But if you're not going to stand up on something or you ain't going to stand up some sort of building, then there's no need for you to cry and mope about shit. The whole saying you either going to put up or you going to shut up. And some of y'all just want to shut up because you feel you don't have nothing to offer. Every little thing you could try to offer as far as knowledge and education is always going to be well reciprocated. You know? Gotta understand that. You know? But I definitely touch back up on that. You know, like I said, because this conversation can go for longer than an hour. I'm gonna actually try to fucking catch me a little nap. I think the weed finally kicked in on me. But I do appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, if y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the Shadow Watchers that rock with your boy. Shout outs to the replay game. You know. But this is something that could definitely be touched up on again because there's always going to be multiple aspects to get added to this. But the main thing I said should not get over anybody's head. It's time to make a better push, and you're going to have to start it from home. You're going to have to make better push if you want things to change in life. You want half of these kids to have a chance, start giving them the chance. It's just that simple. You don't understand that, and you'll never understand nothing in life. You know? Yo, Chris, you already know, man, but it's the same thing. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all all for rocking. It's like I said, don't know where this journey going to end. And honestly, I don't care as long as it's not on the bullshit side. My focus is clear as day right now, just bringing this work out the way it need to be brought out. And again, when you got somebody that's living in reality, there's no way you can tell me you can't bring up some sort of content, even if it's just the simplest thing like you cooking every day. That's content right there. That's something right there that's passing knowledge regardless. Yo, yeah, salute, my guy. Top of the morning. Yo, I meant to catch the live yesterday, son. I was still in the middle of painting and shit, bro. But I hope you and wifey had a good time and shit, man, for the birthday and all. See, this is what I do over here. I show genuine love, respect, no matter where I'm at. You know, but all in all, like I said, I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning. This is something that we're definitely going to finish the topic on, you know. And again, for some of y'all, y'all already know it's Thursday, so we are having that open mic poetry, music, and I'm adding comedy again. So y'all definitely tune out for that lookout. And y'all already know, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all have a blessed Thursday. Hope all of y'all stay safe and sound. Yeah, my mic is acting stupid. My bad. Until the next live, y'all. We out of here. Peace and blessings.